that if you do want to try out some of the Final Fantasy games, they are on the new PlayStation Plus. Uh, they got two, three, four, five, six of them on the new PlayStation Plus.
For
Looking that
Final,
over.
what are the names of it for
So
Final
they
Fantasy?
have. Yeah, let's see if how well I remember my Roman numerals. Uh, what is this? Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 7, 8 remastered, 10, and then the 10-2 HD remaster, 12, the Zodiac Age, and 15 Royal Edition.
Okay, so a lot of the PS2 ones and then a few PS3 ones,
Yep.
right?
So they have
Okay,
those on there.
okay.
Do they have any other ones? Hold on.
You got to pull it
Nope.
up right now.
Yeah. So I was looking at it. So for the PS Plus Extra and Premium have now rolled out. So anybody who had PlayStation Plus got Essential still, and they can upgrade. And anybody who had PlayStation Now, I think they get a free upgrade to the highest tier, right? PlayStation Premium.
No, they
Uh,
was cracking down on people because everybody was like the whole story before was everybody was trying to exploit it. But from my understanding, was the initial people who had um PS Now that should roll over to the highest tier, which I believe is platinum. And then there was their whole
Premium.
premium. Is that what it's called? I
Yeah.
forgot. Okay,
Yep. It's Essential, Extra, and Premium, I believe.
I don't know. Are you upgrading at all?
So I
Is
want
are
to, and then I don't.
you tempted?
So I am tempted. So here's the thing.
Uh,
I looked. So I have a subscription up until 2024.
okay,
And that wasn't like a last minute thing. I just every time they kind of went on sale, I said, sure, let's add a year. So I've been good for like a few years, and mine expires in 2024. To
okay.
upgrade, they are charging you the like remaining amount for that tier until your expiration. I don't know if it caps higher than mine, and I haven't been able to find anything of it capping higher. I heard it was like a rumor that they said they would make like you're not going to spend more than this amount. Uh,
Right. So what they
but
were doing before, their damage controlling was what happened overseas, right? When they basically was having people stuff where it was like you had to pay the difference per year or whatever for your upgrade.
yep.
And so now you don't. You just like so if we did some
But
numbers,
mine
for
is the
example.
difference per year. So I just looked, and
Mhm.
mine for till 2024 is the difference per year. It's the remaining amount that would have went until my subscription was over. I think for some of the people overseas though, their subscriptions ended in like 2026 or 2030 for some of them. So I think it was like charging them way too much, and that's where they capped it. So I
Now
don't know where their highest amount is. It was like you don't have to spend more than $200.
I know what it
Uh,
is. I just remember. So you did pay the difference overseas, and then they also had to pay the difference for if they had got it at a discount. So if they went to the like, let's say they went to Walmart, right, and they bought one
yeah.
year for like $30. Well, then they had
Uh,
to pay the extra 30, and then pay the upgrade amount too. And that was where the
okay.
backlash came in and stuff. And so they was like, "Oh, that was an error, and we withdrew it, and blah blah blah." And it was like, yeah, all the real people knew what was up, but
Yeah.
we
All
knew
right.
what
Well, they
was
are
up.
not charging me for the makeup call because I definitely bought them bad boys on sale. But they're
Okay,
not charging me for the makeup cost for the sale price, but they are charging me the remaining cost for the higher tier. So it's like 110 if I want to upgrade it to premium, and like 73 if I want to upgrade it to extra.
uh huh.
Which would again be the remaining cost, maybe a little bit like off, uh, but it is remaining cost. Uh, I
Now,
didn't
unless
see an
you,
option. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, unless you really care about the trophy support, would you just like create a new profile and go for a higher tier just to see it for a month or two, where it doesn't interrupt
Yeah,
your?
yeah, that might be another thing I was considering. Um,
But you can't brag about
because
your
it,
trophies on Twitter
yeah,
though. Just understand that, I guess.
that's. I mean, I don't brag about them now, so that's fine. And I don't want to brag because then people are gonna be like, "But you
But
didn't do this."
you could
Or you did like,
Photoshop it though. You could be like, I got 500 platinum trophies. That's what you could do.
I'm good. I'm gonna get find out. That's gonna be worse.
Yeah.
They gonna find out and then definitely call me out. Uh, some of the games on here, they look great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. The one thing that I really wanted, and I know it might be minor because they do have a lot of stuff on here, but the one thing that I really wanted that's not on here is Sly Cooper.
Okay.
Like
I
if
think it
Sly
was more
Cooper,
than one, but yeah.
yeah. So if the Sly Cooper trilogy or all four of them, if they were, I believe there's four. If not, then there's three of them. But if they were on here, I would have went ahead and got it. That was like the one thing. There are a few other things, like they have Knife and Filter for when I was a kid, like one of the really hard shooter games that I really want to get back into. They have the first two Dark Picture games, the Dark Pictures anthology games on here. They have Sniper Elite 4, and then knowing that Stray was going to be on here, which that was the thing I was.
You could just buy it though.
Yeah.
So you go
But
switch your whole logic up for that one game for the cat game.
no, so here was the thing I was thinking. If they announce Stray, right?
Yeah.
And if they announce a few other games, right?
Yeah.
If like some other stuff, and I know it's probably not going to be like Spider-Man 2 is coming to PlayStation Plus Premium. It's not going to be that. But if it's a game that I was considering getting, right? And that's going to cost like 60, 70 bucks.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of paying the 60, 70 bucks for that, the 60 and 70 bucks go towards the highest tier of PlayStation Premium, and I get that game along with a back catalog. Right? That was the idea I was thinking. So it's like, as long as like, if two games that I was considering come out like a day one thing for the PlayStation Premium, then getting the PlayStation Premium is worth it because then I save $60 if I was gonna get it day one. Right? So that was where I was looking at it, where I was like, there's one right now. There's the Stray game, but
the only thing that I have to look at it like this for anybody who doesn't have the older systems, it's like, then yeah, I could see you doing that if you didn't want to go through the hassle of like trying to play it as a ROM or try to buy an older system. However, like the main complaint that people had about the new PS Plus was concerning the PS3 and streaming games. And you own a PS3, right?
I do.
So for those games, you probably could just go to the mom and pop joints and just get whatever it was that you was missing. So like Sly Cooper might be one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so part of it is convenience, like it's all in one spot. That's really it, versus having to like move things around, get things out, replug things in, and make sure they work. It was the convenience sake of it.
Yeah. That's how I feel too. But the thing about it is when I looked at it and I saw that just at the very least, there's 3 games that I want to play on PS3 that I haven't played, and it's the ones I kept telling you about before, Infamous 1 and 2, and then Metal Gear Solid 4, right? I think
those are on here.
Right, they're on there.
I gotta check if Metal Gear Solid is, but I know Infamous is. All of them.
The thing that I always look at is just if I always did the math, like it technically is cheaper for me to just buy it outright on an old PS3 than it would be for me to rent it for a year to 2 years. Which I don't think they never want you to actually do the math, but I'm a math person. You're a math person. We always do the math. You know what I mean? So
and that's why, like I said, the math I was looking at is if 2 games that I want to buy come out for this tier, Well, then you might as well, because then I'm getting both of them for the price of one,
Right.
with a back catalog of stuff. But because only one was announced, Stray, it's like I need to hear another as well. And I
That
think
worries
that was
me
mostly
actually. That worries me about Stray, but go ahead. I'll tell you why in a second.
the fact that it's on there.
Because they try to
Yeah,
help, they hold off everything else, right? They was holding off stuff like Horizon, and I think they had a statement, or Jim Ryan, somebody had a statement where they said that's not a good idea for their platform, the PlayStation platform, to put games on their day and date. And so if there was a game that went on their day and date, that probably means it ain't
it's
as
not a good
hot.
game.
Yeah, either it's not as good, or for that one, I just think it's not going to be that long. It does
I
look
think they
goofy
don't
though,
think people are gonna.
but
Yeah, I think they don't think people are gonna get it. Right? Like that's
yeah,
my thought process, that they don't think, because like the
yeah,
people who are excited about that game, to be honest, are people who really like cats. Like that,
yeah,
those are the people
yeah.
who've been talking about it. Ain't
And
nobody else talking about it.
that's
Like,
really it, because I mean, outside of it, like I'm gonna be honest, it's like we hold it to a higher standard because I think it's more. It looks like it's better, but it's almost on the same level as Goat Simulator or any of them other simulators. Not to disrespect it, because I know Goat Simulator is like a complete troll game,
yep.
but it's like it's on that level, because when you're talking about just like scaling stuff and running around in a little open area, that's one thing. But afterwards, it was like, I guess they in the future or something, and there's like these robot mice that's trying to get you, and it was just kind of it looked goofy to me. It looked goofy. The appeal is, yes, you are a cat. That's the
Yeah,
appeal. Everything
you're a
else
cat
around it,
in
I
a
was just like,
cyberpunk
what is
world.
happening? Yeah, it was just, I don't know, but
You're a
um,
cat in a cyberpunk world, man. You're not supposed to think that deep.
I know I'm open to it now. I know I said I wasn't before because of like the whole cat situation, but speaking of cats, did I tell you? Did I tell you about the cat that was outside my door, or outside the? It was in the
You
grass.
mean
They was
the cats
fighting.
you've been kidnapping?
I didn't kidnap no cats. This one was, they was fighting, and they was out there, and I was playing this game right here. I was playing Halo, and it was different footage. I didn't capture it, but I was just playing. Next thing you know, I just heard. I'm like, what the heck is happening? And I'm like, it was loud. It was like really close, and I'm just like, what are they doing? And so I go out there, and I could barely see them. And then I see like it was a gray cat that ran away, and the other one that went underneath a bush, and it just kind of sat there and growled. He was growling at me. He was like, "Roar," and I'm just like, "Do you want my help or not?" Like, what? Like, I can give you some. I still got some of this tuna from what I fed the last one. But I mean, if you're just gonna growl, but he was bigger though. He wasn't like the other one. The other one was so tiny. The other one was a baby. That was probably the
Uh huh.
smallest cat I think I've ever seen ever. But this one was big enough to be like a teenager cat. It had to been like 6 months or older, maybe, but
Oh, Hunter.
definitely less than a year though. But yeah, he had some size and had enough. You know, he could make enough of a growl to get your attention. And I'm just like, yo, like the game, the actual cat game sound nice, but in real life, man, it's a doggy dog world or catty cat world out there, man. They out here. I'm like, y'all supposed to be helping each other. Y'all supposed to be working together. Y'all ain't supposed
If
to be
there's an
fighting.
if there's an ever an animal that's not about to help out its fellow animals, it's a cat, man. You know how territorial they are?
That's
They
crazy.
do not care.
But they was like the
Uh,
same size. I'm like, ain't y'all like brothers and brother and sister or something?
I've seen sibling cats attack each other. It ain't no thing. They
Yeah.
don't care.
I was just like, come on, man. Come on. But yeah, so yeah.
But some of the bigger names, for those that might be considering the PS Plus like higher tier,
Okay.
some of the bigger name games that they have on here: Assassin's Creed Valhalla. They have Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut
Okay.
on here. Um,
That might be their biggest one.
Dynasty Warriors 8. Yeah, that one actually, it surprised me that it was on there.
Yeah.
Uh, They have
But you know what? They put
Horizon
the Demon
Zero
Souls
Dawn.
on. Yeah, Horizon 2. But I was gonna say,
Yeah.
didn't they put the Demon Souls remake on there? If I remember
Oh, they
correctly.
did. Yeah. Demon Souls is on here.
Okay.
Detroit Become Human, solid game if you haven't played it.
Okay.
Yeah, the Horizon, Infamous. So they have Infamous First Light, Second Son, and then later down the list they had the other Infamous games. Those are their Mafia 3, Marvel Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man Game of the Year edition.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah,
it's
they
off
put the
to a good
Spider-Man
start.
on there.
Off to a good
Yeah,
start.
NBA 2K22 for the people that are into basketball games. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid.
It's almost ancient. NBA it's almost ancient now.
Well, 2K22. I mean, they're going to be releasing 23 soon, so it's a year old.
It's ancient compared to 2K players. But
Red Dead Redemption 2, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid is on here. Now, it just says Battle for the Grid. It doesn't say any of the special stuff, so it might be base game. The South Park games, Fractured But Whole and Stick of Truth, very solid if you haven't played those. Those are like some of the best for turn-based stuff. The first two Dark Pictures games are on here. Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy. The Apocalypse, Werewolf the Apocalypse, those are on here.
Nice. That game died a slow death. Or really actually it was a fast death. It was just
a fast death.
It was a fast death. I can't say a slow one.
They also offer for the premium tier, you get to like a limited time trial. So like you get like 2 hours to play. Biomutant, Cyberpunk, Elix 2, Farming Simulator 22, Horizon Forbidden West, Hot Wheels Unleashed.
You say Horizon
Lego
Forbidden West? Is Forbidden West on there?
Yeah, for like you get 2 hours of it.
Oh, you talking about the demo? We can't count the demos.
Yeah. Yeah, but like they have those, the Tiny Tina,
I don't know about
Uncharted.
I can't count none of them.
They're there. And then you have the PS Plus.
You go to the bathroom and get back and it's done. I was like, nah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about the demo.
Yeah, then they have a lot of classic games on here.
Okay.
Yeah, they have the full. They have Jak and Daxter, Jak 3, Jak 2, Jak X Combat Racing.
Okay, that's a game that they probably should bring back over there at Naughty Dog, or let somebody else do it.
Infamous 2, and Festival of Blood, the DLC that was like vampires.
Okay.
So that was cool. Yeah, they got a lot of old stuff on here. They have Siphon Filter, a bunch of the old Ratchet and Clanks, a bunch of Resident Evils. They have Resident Evil 4, 5, Gold Edition with an the alternative edition. Resident Evil 6.
Now, speaking of Resident Evil, let's translate. How do I say that? Let's transition to this one. Yes. Resident Evil 8. Did you see the third person trailer? Did you see that?
I saw the VR trailer. There's also a third person trailer. That's what's up.
Yeah, so for Resident Evil Village or Resident Evil 8, they're going to add third person mode to it. And then they're adding like a couple of the game modes, I guess, where you can play as some of the villains and stuff in the game, including the tall lady with the hat.
Yeah, I did see this.
Yeah, so you could play as her. And my only gripe is that I believe the third person is a part of the DLC and you can't just get that by itself. That's my only gripe. But other than that, I'm interested in it. They kind of hooked me into it. It's like, well, I didn't play 8 yet. I was going through the older ones because I wanted to go through the older ones. But 8, I was expecting to have to play it in first person. I'm so much of a third person fan, so I'm definitely going to play that in third person. So I think you got to get the DLC in order to do so. And I didn't want to do that, but I do want to play that in third person. So I'm probably that's the one DLC that they got me on. They got me on it. Okay. Because I'm going to do that when they come out with it. However, they did come out with free upgrades to all the older, well, not all of them, but PS5 and Xbox Series X upgrades to Resident Evil 2 and 3. And so, and then 7, 2, 3 remakes. I should say that correctly. So, the remakes to 2 and 3, and then Resident Evil 7, you get free upgrades. Now, there's a catch to this. That's if you bought it. So, if you have a PlayStation Plus version of 7, you do not get the upgrade. You have to actually buy it. PlayStation's not allowing you to do that.
It's so weird.
Only on PlayStation. So yeah, they gatekeeping the upgrade.
I mean, I have it. I bought it. Like it was like on sale when I got it, and then like a little while later they gave the other one. But like yeah, so I could upgrade, but like I don't like that. It's just how you keep your own game. I don't know.